or some other close-by object, it moves against the background. So it's very hard for us to line up the close-by. Now we've looked to the, let's turn around and look more towards the north. Okay, we think we're up here. And notice how close we came to a rather large crater. Very close. And the other rock we find interesting is...
I'd like to add a couple more things. In response to the request of one of the reporters yesterday, we don't know whether it's a one-way or a two-way communication problem. We don't know whether, in fact, we can command the rover. And we'll learn that later today. We don't really have any way to... If we can't command the rover, then obviously we can't deploy it. A set of images coming down around 6:30.
Okay, now we've looked to the... This is pretty much...
There are also some contingency sequences that are actually pre-stored on the rover, which allow it to decide to deploy to the surface of Mars. We would prefer to try to command that activity as opposed to let the rover make up its own mind to do this itself. But we're some steps away from that actually happening.
We also see, if you look closely, that the soil is not all the same color, that there's areas that are more brightly colored and areas that are darkly colored. So there's definitely two different types of soil here. That may be that some of the soil is brought in by a wind process and dropped onto this scene and therefore isn't really native to this area, or it may be for some other reason. These are areas we hope to send the rover over the next week or so. We're really anxiously awaiting some actual atmospheric data with our solar filters, which are going to tell us precisely what the optical depth is and how it changes during the time of day. And then we'll be able to make very quantitative assessments of what's going on in the atmosphere. Upper pedal. One is this rock here. And we're going to take some close-up views, I believe, tomorrow of this rock with all of our filters and try and make a scientific assessment. And the other rock we find interesting is this sort of tabletop rock over in this direction.